aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Saints defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On 4th down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On first down, it's Fields. His throw incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That's complete to Dobbs. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. A little jet sweep to start the drive. When you look at this defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this is taken at the 23. There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A 77-yard punt return. And his guys have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw.
Finds Johnston.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, and he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw here. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Elijah Moore.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in the big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 10. And they pitch it to Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Running on first down, Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll throw now on the final play.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields.
And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A handoff. It's Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Once more, here's Eckler. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here's Fields on the sneak. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there, being lower than the defensive front, create just enough space, and I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Eckler is in for a touchdown. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields will drop this one off to Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On third down, here's Eckler. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they able to give up the field goal, and they were able to try back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
No gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Johnston. And he's brought down. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they'll go on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. Complete to Johnston here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 7.
19, Tiger, 19.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Jamal Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now Fields going to move him around.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give, Eckler running to the right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
All eyes on Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Back to throw, Fields.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Fields.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against the top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Tokyo,
they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they suffered